I think that there's always been an overlap. You know, I think that if you look at New York City specifically, it's like there's always been that like cool uptown fucking Vance and jacket. Like Genesis was the shop there, right? That they would do those Vansons with, and it was like cool uptown vibe. So that's always been like part of that world. And you know, New York City spreads out to other places, and regionally there's other similar kind of vibes, you know, LA, Miami. There's always that cool fucking bike element to a zone and a culture. And so I was never really like correlating those things too directly at that time, because it was already kind of there, you know. Yeah.
When did you start seeing those, like the desire to want to actually get into the process of designing things that had to do with, obviously, your own shit you always do cool stuff with, so it's like that part of it, but
that's it, you know. I mean, and I mean, we've talked about this a lot, but it's like, as I've, even before, like, flashback a long time ago, I'm always, if I'm into something, that's the kind of stuff I'm paying attention to, you know. So I always was like up on like Vance and shit. I was always up on who it's Alpinestars and Dainese. Like those are the brands that make this stuff. And I kind of paid attention to it, but not like I did once I got back into it this time, because while Ryan and I are kind of getting back into it, he's big on like MotoGP, and so we start paying attention to MotoGP, and like, you know, it becomes a holistic rabbit hole where it's like, yes, I'm gonna do all of this, pay attention to all this stuff, and you know, I think it was gonna happen that I, like, for the shit that I'm interested in, I want to like kind of split hairs on the design element of it too. So I think, yeah, that's where it started. I started thinking about that shit.
When was your first GP that you went to?
That was later. I mean, I think 21.
Okay, so recent.
Yeah.
Wow. So, okay, so this is
because
recent.
I was paying attention to it. I didn't go. Ryan and Dustin and his friends had been going for a while, and at first they go to Magello every year, and then like they go to Austin as well. And then I finally went out with them and then saw that whole shit in person. It's crazy. It was absolutely insane.
Was your first one in Europe or in America?
In Austin.
Okay.
Yeah. It was cool. Super.
And then now you've been to more than probably both James and I combined.
Well, dude, he had a rally. He had an end of season rally there, man.
Dude, you were freaking. I see every time you're just over there, I'm like, freaking damn, man. He's like,
I went to a lot of races this year.
That's really cool.
It was super cool. Yeah, it was insane.